Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Marquette Golden Eagles Dynasty here on NCAA Football 14. We're going bowling today, and we're here against the 6-6 UCLA Bruins in the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl. Marquette up to number 15 in the nation, the highest we've been so far in program history. And today we're set a game against the UCLA Bruins, who entered the season at number 3 in the polls, but they kind of stumbled to a measly 6-6 record. Jim Mora, the head coach, their worst season so far in this dynasty. So a very good opponent. They come in at a 97 overall team, I believe they were. And last year, Marquette suffered a huge loss, our biggest loss in program history, 45-7 against Penn State. But we're looking to right the ship here today in the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl. And a tough matchup. I mean, UCLA, we reviewed their roster at the end of last episode, and like 90s all across the board, high 80s. So a very tough matchup, and I think they're a lot better than their 500 record indicates. They do win the cost. They're going to defer, and Marquette will start with the ball here. As we're now underway in the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl, Marquette was originally slated for the Armed Forces Bowl, but a little boost after we defeated number 17 Georgia Tech last time out. This game for Marquette marks the final game for the majority of our remaining players from our inaugural roster. Only one holdover into next season from players on the team from episode 1. And now Michael James will start us off here, and he's going to fumble. Oh my goodness, and Malcolm Graham there to pick it up. Not how you want to start out of the gate coughing it up, but at least Malcolm Graham, a heads-up play, 2nd and 7 now. We'll go there for Jordan Pinson, the senior. 7 yards, now 3rd and inches. Jordan Pinson's last game as a member of the Marquette Golden Eagles. One of the few players who have made an impact all 4 years in this dynasty. And now Dusty Alexander, his first carry, he gets ahead for 2 and a first down. Alexander close to 800 yards, and I don't think we've had a running back eclipse that mark so far in this dynasty. Now 1 minute into the game, another gift for Alexander, as he just barely gets back to the line, although he does pick up 3. And now we'll start with the UCLA Bruins impact players on defense, starting with Myles Jack. Not the highest overall, but probably the most name notoriety of any player on this defense. 87 overall, 81 speed, 88 acceleration at linebacker with 87 tackle and play rec, 86 block shed, 82 pursuit, and 90 hit power. So we've seen someone cough it up already, and these guys are going to be gunning for us. 85 power moves as well, so he can get after the quarterback. Production-wise, 63 tackles on the season, 11 for loss with 5 pass deflections and 2 forced fumbles. Up front, there's Eddie Vanderdoes, 97 overall at 72 speed at 315 pounds with 81 acceleration and good agility at that size at 75. 93 strength, 98 power move, 91 finesse move, 92 block shed, 97 hit power. So one of the best defensive linemen in the nation, and he's probably going to be a first-round pick in April's draft. On this season, 49 tackles, 15 for loss, 4 sacks, as he has 44 tackles for loss and 12 sacks over his career with 10 pass deflections. At left end, there's Kylie Fitz as the UCLA Bruins rock a 3-4 set, 87 overall, another good athlete with good size on the edge there. 89 finesse move, his standout trait with 88 pursuit and 88 hit power. At D tackle, there's Kenny Clark, the senior, 90 overall with 91 strength, 88 tackle, 82 power move, and 81 block shed. So I think he's the guy they primarily use at nose tackle, as he also has the 92 hit power. Joining the aforementioned Myles Jack in the linebacking court, Aaron Porter, a redshirt senior at 95 overall, very good athlete. That 90 acceleration stands out, 93 awareness, 99 block shed, 95 pursuit, 92 play rec, 89 zone, 87 hit power. So a stud middle linebacker, and really no weaknesses on this defense thus far on the season. Or our first career, I guess we'll say, nearly 200 tackles, 11 combined sacks, 8 pass deflections as well. In the secondary, the Bruins have 2 stud corners. Ishmael Adams, a senior, 94 overall, very good athlete with 99 man and 98 zone, 92 press, 97 play rec with 98 pursuit, a good tackler as well. On the season, 3 interceptions, 1 for a pick 6. Over his career, 10 interceptions. Joining him on the outside is Priest Willis, 92 overall, good athlete with 99 man, 96 zone, and 98 press, 89 play rec, and 99 pursuit with 91 jumping. So these guys, absolute ball hawks on the outside, lockdown corners, and maybe the best corner tandem we faced in this entire series. And then there's Marcus Rios in the slot, 87 overall, probably the best athlete out of all of them with 94 man and 86 zone. Both safeties for the Bruins also over 90 overall, one of them an All-American. And now we'll pick it back up 2nd and 7. And we'll go back to Dusty Alexander. Some good patience as he finds an inside lane, picks up 5, and now a 3rd and short. Now 3rd and 2, I'm very nervous to pass the ball in this game. We'll go back to Alexander. And a good inside run there, working across midfield for 8 yards. And now Craig Jones into the game for the first time. The Golden Eagles across midfield. And they will give to Craig Jones, and he's hit hard there on the edge. I didn't see that defender kind of lurking behind the line as he gets there to make a big play. Only 2 yards that time, now 2nd and 8. And they'll go back to Alexander. He'll work it to the outside, then cuts back up the middle. And he works into the second level, now dragging a man down to the 20. And Alexander, 25 yards. An electric run there, already at 43 on this opening drive. Some crafty running there from Dusty, good old Dusty, for 25, now 1st and 10. Craig Watkins in the game, he goes in motion. And they'll give it back to Craig Jones, giving Alexander a little rest as Jones spins ahead for 3. And now 3 tight ends on the field. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We'll go back to the run, and that time, I think that was Porter, the 95 overall middle. I'm sorry, Cameron Judge, we didn't even talk about him. Shooting the gap really well and bringing Jones down for a loss. The Golden Eagles still without a pass attempt on this drive. And that will change now. Walker will just give that to Jeff Harris in the flat, the fullback. And he's going to be short of the first down, 4th and 5. Looks like the Golden Eagles will settle for a 32-yard field goal attempt. And now Castillo on for the kick. 4-mile-per-hour winds coming at us, so that certainly plays into his lack of range. Castillo, the kick is up. And that does get through, so Marquette jumps ahead 3-0. A good opening drive. Moving the ball down the field via the run. But Walker will have to get going at some point, I think, if we want to stay in this one. So on that catch, Jeff Harris actually suffered a strained pec. And he's going to be out a couple quarters. Eddie Stevens on for the kickoff. As that'll be fielded by Lee, the backup running back, impact player. And he breaks it upfield. Breaks a couple tackles and works that to the 40. Paul Perkins, the running back for UCLA, one of the best backs in the entire nation this year. And he gets the opening carry of this drive, and he's going to take it across midfield, 26 yards down to the 32. A good tackle from Lenny Butler. UCLA going to bring the hurry-up offense in here today. Woolard back to pass for the first time. He's going to break it to the outside. Clay Diamond can't bring him down. Reggie Watkins is able to force him out. Asianti Woolard missed the last 4 or 5 games, but will return here today. Coming back from an injury, returning for the bowl game. Now the Bruins get set back up, 2nd and 8 from the 31. Woolard to pass. Looks like he's going to run this one as well. Watkins can't bring him down. And Clay Diamond forces the fumble, and it's picked up by Philip Marshall. Woolard getting a little greedy. Like I said, his first action, in over a couple months. And he fumbles on the opening drive, and Marquette takes advantage. Clay Diamond, the senior, making the big play. A good opening drive there from the Bruins, cut short. And now 1st and 10. We'll go give here for Michael James, and he's going to get nothing. And it'll be 2nd and 11. I got to remember, we're without our fullback now for a couple quarters, so I did have Ask Coach going on, but I'm going to take over play calling now at this point. Walker to pass. That Archibald towards the sideline, and he hits him. And 17 yards there for Thad. Good composure on that early shot from Greg Walker. The sophomore, I don't think he's eclipsed 2,000 passing yards yet, but he wasn't too far behind. Now that opening give on this series of downs for Alexander gets nothing. 2nd and 10 now, less than 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play. We'll go over the middle for Archibald, a risky one, as we got to be wary of these corners, and a good play on the ball to knock it free now, 3rd and 10. Walker now out there empty on this 3rd and 10. He'll take the snap. And he's going to try and hit Scott and Walkport. Another good play on the ball. It's Ishmael Adams, one of the top corners in the nation. And now 4th down, Marquette to punt. Punting from our own 45. Let's see how we can swing field position here. Eddie Stevens, the junior punter, will get that towards the sideline at the 15. And it will be fielded by Lee as he gets that up to about the 28. The 26 actually, so what, only like a 29-yard swing. Not the greatest field position flip. Willard to pass. And Chance Pellin broke on that one, but he can't hang on. Looks at the stone hands. He's been super good in run support, but drops an easy interception there. And I really can't even be too mad about those. As I mentioned a couple episodes ago, we've benefited from a lot of dropped interceptions this season, so it's going to happen to us as well. Now Willard will take off again, and Bobby Price there to stand him up. 4 yards now, 3rd and 6. UCLA gets back now from the 30-yard line. And Willard, he's going to be brought down by Rob Bain, and that's the NCAA sack leader adding another one. I think now up to 17, as he had no contest there. He just works inside easy, untouched, and that'll force a 4th down. He adds another one. This season from Rob Bain, probably the best individual season of any player in this series thus far. Illinois transfer back from year 1, and we're super grateful he decided to get the ball rolling in the transfer portal and come to Marquette. Pinson on the punt return, works it to the 40. We're going to try to go back to the running game a little bit here, as we will start with Michael James. He gets nothing, just barely back to the line. They'll give him a yard. 2nd and 9 now. I do like the numbers here for an inside run to Alexander, but a good job there. I think that's Vanderdoes, maybe? One of those good linemen just getting off an easy block. We had like a 5-on-3, 5-on-4 there, but still a strong play at the line, and we don't get really anything there. And that is going to wind down this first quarter. Marquette up 3-0. We forced a turnover early, a good 3-and-out, I think, on that last drive, and we now have the ball back, but we were kind of held stagnant last time out. Going to try and string together a couple first downs and keep some momentum going. 3-0 after 1 here in the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl. Walker now from the shotgun on 3rd and 8. And he'll drop back. We'll squeeze that one for Craig Watkins. And the freshman, 20 yards there. His biggest catch so far. I think maybe only his 3rd catch of the season. Craig Watkins just streaking upfield there. And our biggest gain through the air thus far. Now a fresh set now from the 38. Watkins in motion. And we'll go for Craig Jones. And Jones should have got a little more space there. Myles Jack, a big play there on the edge. No gain, 2nd and 10. Now we'll see Dusty Alexander back in the game. And he will get the carry. Another good run there. Showing some good acceleration. He goes up the middle for 7. Now 3rd and 3. Michael James into the game. And he does get the carry, and he'll get ahead for the 1st down. Just gets barely enough. Another 1st down for Marquette. As Jones hit hard in the backfield. Couldn't even get forward momentum. That's Eli Anku, one of the good D tackles here. They have 290 overall D tackles. And a punishing hit that time. Marquette now set back to the 32 as Walker takes the snap. He has Pinson over the middle, and a good read from Walker. A good delivery there. Pinson in the soft spot for 17, another 1st down. Now 6 minutes remaining here in the half. Alexander another carry, good footwork, and he'll get another 10 now inside the 5. Alexander has been showcasing tremendous change of direction, stopping on a dime and just getting forward momentum back upfield. Now 2nd and inches, and they'll go back to him. As he's stopped just short, gets 5, now 1st and goal from the inch-yard line. Now we'll put the power back out there. Michael James running behind Jack Mason. James, at the agility, always a killer for him, and he's stood up there at the line of scrimmage. I did just go back to Ask Coach, and they're giving us a lot of Jones and James, but I think we got to stick with Walker in this game. Alexander, he gets another carry, and he can't work ahead. So another 3rd and goal. We're stood up at the goal line twice. Now we go with 3 tight ends, and I think we're just going to try and pound it in again here. Alexander, he'll wiggle in for the short touchdown as Marquette will extend their lead. They find the end zone first, and they're going to jump ahead 10-0, a 2-possession game. UCLA now on for the return. Lee will take it out again. A very good return. His first time out, slips a couple tackles, finally brought down there as Marquette contains him that time. 4:12 remaining in the half. The Bruins offense struggling to get something going here. Willard starts from the shotgun this time. They'll set up a quick screen. It's picked off by Robert Williamson, and he's going to take it the other way for a pick 6. Just his 2nd interception of the year, and both were taken back for pick 6s. Willard returns this week, and 2 early turnovers. And that's always, a side effect of running those screens. If the corner's down there in the flat, they're going to jump it almost every time. 2 touchdowns in just a matter of seconds. Marquette now up 17-0, a 3-possession game now. So right back to where we were just a few moments ago. Eddie Stevens on for the kickoff. And Lee will take it back out. Going to work this one up the sideline. Does get past Scott Mockpour, still going. As he's finally taken down at the 42. The Golden Eagles up 17-0. Did not see this coming. Last year, we scored only 7 points in a 45-7 loss against Penn State in the Meineke Car Carrier Bowl. Now a give for Perkins. And a good play there by Bobby Price in the hole. Still a good 9-yard gain. Only the 5th interception for the Marquette Golden Eagles this season. Really lacked in that department. They'll give right back to Perkins. And Price will drag him down there. A strong tackle. 6 yards and a first down. The Bruins already in Marquette territory. Willard will keep. And Antonio Carr there to bring him down in the backfield. 2nd and 13. Willard from the shotgun. Perkins in the backfield. Willard to pass. They'll have a man. Duarte is tight end. A good 18-yard connection there for the first down. 1st and 10. Willard a delay give for Perkins. And there's Bobby Price again. A strong tackle in run defense. 2nd and 10. Less than 3 minutes now left in this first half of play. Willard back to pass. He's going to run. And he will break a tackle. Finally brought down there. Picks up 5. Now 3rd and 5 upcoming. UCLA gets back to the line as Willard takes the snap. He's going to have a man over the middle, and he misses him. Willard just 1 of 4 to start with an interception and a fumble. 4th and 5 now from the 24. They're going to send out the field goal unit. This one, I think, a 41, 42-yard field goal to get UCLA on the board. The kick is up, and that's right down the middle as the Bruins cut it to a 14-point game. 2:33 remaining in this first half. 17-3 Marquette. 2:33 remaining in the half. We'll see how aggressive Marquette decides to play this. They'll start a read option to Walker, and he's brought down in the backfield. Myles Jack, another good play against the run. Now less than 2 minutes in the half. We're going to set up a screen for Archibald, and we almost get a taste of our own medicine. The corner broke down there at the last second. Almost came away with an interception, but tackle for loss. They'll take that, and they do take a timeout. 3rd and 15. They go with the end around here for Jordan Pinson. And he just had a little lane there. Only 2 yards. The Bruins take another timeout. 1:50 remaining. Eddie Stevens on for the punt. As he gets this one off, it's going to hit the 39 there. And a pretty good bounce. Trying a different approach on some of these. And that bounces to the 32. 1:45 remaining for the Bruins along with the timeout. Plenty of time to get a couple quick strikes. If you're Marquette, wish you could have burned a little more clock. And Willard again will run. Breaks a tackle. And Aaron Clark there to bring him down as he gets 11. Another first down. UCLA gets set back up. Willard from the shotgun. Perkins in the backfield. Willard to pass. He'll dump that off for Perkins. And Bobby Price there to bring him down. 2nd and 4. The clock keeps rolling. Willard to pass again. Has a man over the middle. That's Carter. And an easy drop. That's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Bruins receiving core, probably their biggest weakness on their entire team. A big drop on that one. 3rd and 4 now, 1:21 remaining. Or to pass. He has a man over the middle, and Bobby Price there to disrupt it. And that'll bring up a 4th down. I think they're going to have to punt. So we trade late punts. Marquette still with all their timeouts and 1:12 remaining. They'll go for Alexander, and only 3 yards that time. 2nd and 7 now. Sam Manning into the game for the first time, and they will give it to him as he's laid out. Big hits from this defensive line, and I think we'll just take this one into halftime. Now 3rd and 5 here, time ticking down. I think we'll just take one last shot here. Hopefully we do not fumble. Walker on the drop back. And we'll just swing that one out for Jack Mason. Just 1 yard. And we do end the half up 17-3. And if I'm not mistaken, oh no, we don't get the ball. I was going to say, if I'm not mistaken, I think we get the ball, but that's right. UCLA deferred. And a good game here from Marquette, forcing 2 turnovers, a pick 6 from sophomore Robert Williamson, and really relying on the running game. Dusty Alexander is having a tremendous game, and Greg Walker is doing enough. So we're set to strap up the helmets and lace up the cleats for the final time here in year 4. And just a big thank you. I will never stop, thanking everybody for watching. Super grateful to have a little audience on this. I'd be playing these dynasties anyway, but it's good to, share them, put in the editing, put these videos together. I really enjoy doing it, and I'm looking forward to at least another season or 2 of this Marquette Dynasty until we get into college football 25. But we're not thinking about that quite yet. We're going to still focus on building this Marquette team and finish here for hopefully our first bowl victory in program history. UCLA really struggled to hang on to the ball on offense, put together, consecutive plays, but a lot of stalled out drives. We'll see if they can rewrite that here. As Leah, strong stiff arm on the return, works back towards the 25. Stick around after the game. We'll check out the national championship between number 1 Ohio State and number 2 Virginia. Willard, another screen, and Williamson was right there, but he can't hang on to that one. Asianti Willard not looking good. As I mentioned earlier, he was out for like half the season, his first game back in quite a while, and he's taking a while to get going. As they do give back to Paul Perkins, he trips up off a block and going to be brought down. And I think they might call a face mask here, as that is the call. An unnecessary face mask there from Pelland, and that'll give him 15 more yards of first down. The Bruins now from the 47. Willard takes the snap, back to pass. Has Perkins there on an angle route, and Perkins eats up 14 and another first down for the Bruins. First down now from the 39. Willard to pass. He has a man there on the out there. Massington, strong stiff arm, works it up the sideline for 23 into the red zone. And now this drive orchestrated by the UCLA offense, kind of what we were expecting all game long. They have shown the ability to put together some big strings of big plays, but just not consistently, as Perkins brought down there in the backfield. Mike Johnson on the tackle. 2nd and 12 now. And Willard will keep, as he does beat contain, and Pelland going downhill to make the stop. 3rd and 3. UCLA gets set back up now, a crucial 3rd down here in the early goings of the second half. And they'll get back to Perkins. He gets the first down, but he is stopped short. Stopped there at the inch-yard line. 1st and goal now for the Bruins. They look for their first touchdown of the day. 1st and goal now. And they will go with the option. And Willard's going to beat Antonio Carr there off the edge and find the end zone. And that's exactly what the Bruins needed to start this second half. A very stale, stagnant offense, but a few quick strikes here, and they have a little momentum going, now only down 1 score. And we will just give Thad Archibald a return here, even though he was deep in his own zone. Not really going to work that back to the 25, forced out there at the 22-yard line. And if you missed it last week, towards the end of the episode, Ryan Higgins of Louisiana Tech, actually the Heisman Trophy winner, beating out Notre Dame's Malik Zaire. First down. We'll start with a give here for Michael James. Good block there by Sean Murphy as James works ahead for 4. Higgins out of Louisiana Tech. I think that marks like the first time in 30 years that a player from a non-Power 5 school won the Heisman Trophy. 2nd and 6. We'll go for Malcolm Graham there towards the sideline, and he'll finish strong for a first down. Now 6 minutes remaining. We'll go back to Michael James, and he works ahead for just 1 that time. Looked like a couple more than that, though. 2nd and 9 now. And we'll give to Craig Jones. Jones a good run up the middle, and he'll get 14 towards the 50. Jones -1 yard on his previous 5 carries, but gets 14 that time. Now Dusty Alexander, the lone back, as he'll get the carry. Stood up there at the line of scrimmage. It's going to go for a 1-yard loss. Now 2nd and 11. Walker in the shotgun. He takes the snap. We'll just dump that off for Jordan Pinson. And a good catch and run there from Pinson, dragging a man across the 40. That one for 15 yards. Jordan Pinson going to graduate as the 2nd all-time leading receiver in Marquette history, behind only Grant Cooper. And now Alexander, another carry, and he can't get anything going. That a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12 now, halfway through this 3rd quarter. Walker takes the snap. Going to roll to his right, try and get that for Archibald, and Archibald steers away from it, incomplete. And now 3rd and long. 3rd and 12 now, Walker out there empty as he takes the snap. We have Pinson, and he just misses him. Pinson streaking over the middle of the field, got some separation, but Walker missed him by about a step, and now Stevens will have to punt from the 41. This is not what I wanted. UCLA scoring on their opening drive, and then we give the ball right back to them. Let's see if we can make this punt worthwhile. I hate punting from this range. You never really get a necessary swing that makes it worthwhile, but hopefully Stevens can prove me wrong in this spot. I don't like how that one was. I guess not as bad as I thought, but hopefully that gets inside the 15. So that could have been a little bit better, but at the 14, not the worst result. But I'm really worried about this UCLA offense breaking it open here in the second half as Lee out of the backfield breaks a couple tackles, a big catch. Jumping up for that one, gets 17. I was not ready. UCLA hurries back as Willard will keep here, no one home. He's going to truck Lenny Butler, and then finally Kenny Johnson brings him down 22 yards that time. Again, UCLA working across midfield very quickly. Willard will keep again. As Chance Pellin there to bring him down. Willard kind of scrambling there, had nowhere to go. 2nd and 10 UCLA from the 45. Willard a quick pass there, maybe a little too quick, as that goes incomplete. Now 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, Marquette would really like a stop in this situation. You want to cut off any sense of momentum. As Perkins will get the screen in, there's Witherspoon, the freshman. He's going to be a starting D tackle next year. We've mixed him in a little bit here recently in a big play that time. So they're going to go for the 57-yard field goal to make it a 4-point game. I'm not sure about this one, but we'll see how it goes. Kick is up, and that's way wide. And that's going to be, it looked like it was long enough, but certainly not even in the vicinity. And we'll take that. 17-10 still. 2:48 remaining. Marquette takes over from the 40. Craig Jones in the backfield. Watkins went in motion. They'll give to Craig Jones and only gets a yard there. 2nd and 9, Walker directly under center. He takes the snap. Go underneath there for Pinson. His 4th catch already. And he'll get 8, 3rd and 1. Alexander now the lone back on 3rd and short. He gets the carry. And his best run so far the second half goes ahead for 8. Marquette was up 17-0. UCLA clawing their way back a little bit. Walker will roll to the right. Dump that off for Malcolm Graham. Graham's 2nd catch. He'll get 8. Now 2nd and 2. Walker now over 100 yards with that one, 11 out of 15. Another clean game under center. 2nd and 2 will give to Michael James, and he'll be brought down in the backfield. James just 9 yards on 8 carries. Alexander has far and away been our best runner so far today. He'll get another one. Works this to the outside and just barely gets the first down, gets ahead for 4 yards. Less than a minute now in this 3rd quarter. First down, Marquette now from the 33, Walker to pass. And he's going to be picked off. Bad read, that's Rios. And he's going to hit Scott and Walkport off and take it all the way back for the pick 6. A bad read from Walker. I was thinking just go run, but got greedy, wanted to try a new route there. And Marcus Rios picks it off, and we have a new ball game here. Broke on that one, and we had to be wary of these corners. And just got greedy, as I tend to do sometimes in the passing game. Should have just kept going with the run. But now we're going to have to work back and get this lead back. Man, I really should have just ran it there, brought it into the 4th quarter. That was my thought process. You know, no need to do anything extra. Just bring it into the 4th quarter. But now 17-17, 31 seconds remaining left here in this 3rd quarter. And our running game really struggling to get going here in the second half. So each team with a pick 6 in this game. And we'll just take this into the 4th quarter. Marquette was up 17-0, but the Bruins, they're not going down softly. We outlined how talented this team is, and we're really getting a showing of it in the second half. They've definitely woken up a bit, and they're kind of imposing their will on us. Obviously, you know, more talented, better, faster, stronger situation, but we got to prove that we have the bigger heart if we want to come away with our first bowl win in this series. 2nd and 9 from the 26 to start the 4th quarter. Let's start with a run for Alexander as he works that back up the middle for a very nice run. Still going in a pile, and he'll get 11. Alexander now up to 90 yards. I think maybe only 2 or 3 times on the season did he eclipse 100. We'll give it right back to him, and no blocking up front, and he's hit hard in the backfield. Now 2nd and 12, Walker out there empty as he takes the snap. We'll just go underneath for Pinson as he racks up another one, that time for 11. Now 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2 now from the 45. A big play here. We'll just go Alexander up the middle. He stood up. 4th and inches, and we got to go for it. 4th and inches. I'm really worried about this UCLA front, especially our offensive line showing signs of fatigue at this point. We're just going to send it with Harris, and he gets the job done to the 50. First down for Marquette. And they'll go back to the running game. Alexander able to scrape ahead for 6. Now 2nd and 4. Just trying to burn as much clock as possible and just be as conservative as possible really at this point. Michael James another carry as he gets 5 and a first down. First and 10 now as we hit the 5-minute mark left in this game. And again, another UCLA defensive lineman just breaking through with ease. That was Eli Anku again. 7 tackles, 3 for loss. And he's destroying our running game. 2nd and 12 now. Marquette backed up a little bit. Jones in motion. Walker to pass. And he's going to hit Jones. A good route there from Craig Jones. Extended it. Originally go up towards the sideline, but then worked it across midfield. Got some separation and a really clutch play that time. Craig Jones just time and time again making these big plays late in games. Now Alexander and Jones in the backfield. And they will go for Jones. Again, nothing doing. A lot of penetration there off the snap as we are about to hit the halfway point of this 4th quarter. 2nd and 10 now. Marquette at the 23. Walker to pass. We'll just dump that off for Dusty Alexander out of the backfield as he works ahead for 15 now inside the 10. Methodical Marquette drive here as we typically see, especially against better competition. Another start to set down as a gift for Alexander. And again, that's Eli Anku in the backfield for the big stop. 2nd and goal now from the 11. Walker directly under center. And he will drop back. And he misses that Archibald in the end zone. Archibald was wide open. And again, a little mistiming as we'll try again. Now 3rd and goal from the 11. Marquette 7 out of 13 on 3rd down. This one probably the biggest 3rd down they've faced in this game. Walker out there empty as he takes the snap. Scott Nwakpor, he'll get it in the end zone. Keeps the feed in and takes the ball from out of play inside the end zone for the score. Maybe his biggest catch of his career. What a catch there. The side of the end zone. A good ball from Walker, putting it where only Scott Nwakpor can get it. And they are going to go to a booth review, but that looks pretty clean to me. Let's get another look. Oh, he got both. Like, this is an NFL catch. What are we doing? Just wasting time. Touchdown, Marquette. The Golden Eagles retake the lead. Now 24-17, 2:38 remaining. Stevens on for the kickoff. That's Lee again, going to take it out, and he's been killing us on some of these kickoffs. As Kevin Davis, a strong play there to bring him down prior to the 20-yard line. The Bruins now at the 18, 2:35, all their timeouts. You need a touchdown. Woolard from the shotgun. See if the Marquette defense can hold here in a big spot. They're going to try and set up a screen, and they can't get it off. Rob Bain gets home, and he gets another one. Make it 18 sacks on the season. You have to have a little more urgency setting up the screen when you have a guy like Rob Bain crashing in untouched. Now UCLA all the way back to the 7. Woolard to pass. They're going to go for another screen here. And Kevin Davis delivers the big hit. That's going to go for another 2 yards lost. Now 3rd and 23. 3rd and 23 now from the 5. A very favorable spot for the Golden Eagles, although we have been prone to give up the big hit in these spots at times. Woolard, he's going to go upfield. And that's Carter, and he doesn't bring it down. Pelland makes the big play. Robert Williamson was nowhere to be found there. And Chance Pelland, a huge recovery. I thought that was all but caught. Now we're going to go with the punt block here. 1:44 remaining. The Bruins forced to punt. Still all their timeouts. Penson's going to field this one from about the 50. A lot of space ahead. Going to redirect to the left as he works that to like the 37. The Bruins, of course, need 3 stops here, or else Marquette can just run it down. They'll give to Alexander a solid run up the middle to start. 2nd and 7. UCLA takes their first time out. Now 1:34 remaining. They'll go right back to Alexander. Only 2 that time. Now 3rd and 5. The Bruins burn their second timeout. 3rd and 5. Michael James into the game. And he will get the carry brought down short at the 30. Going to bring up a 4th and 2. The Bruins burn their final timeout. Marquette from the 31, not in field goal range. And we're just going to go for the win in this situation. A punt doesn't really make any sense at this spot. So we'll just go back to Jeff Harris. 4th and 2, and this one's a little risky. And Harris stopped down just short. It looked like the ball would have crossed the plane, but crossed the first down marker. But the knee was down prior, so the Bruins do have a chance to tie it up. And we've seen the defense give up, leads late in games in these spots. 127, plenty of time for this quick strike Bruins offense. We've seen them deliver some quick drives at times in this one. Willard to pass. Nothing open, and Mike Johnson from the blind side brings him down. A huge sack to set him back a little bit. Willard had a lot of time in the pocket, but couldn't read the field quick enough, or maybe nothing was open. Now 2nd and 15, they'll get back for a spike. And that will stop the clock at 1:11. 3rd and 15 now. The Bruins at the 23. Willard takes the snap. Do another screen, and it's not going to work. It's kind of a buzzkill when these teams just run a bunch of screens late in games. They just never really work. Rob Bain all over that one, adding to his big day. I don't even really know how to work around that. Marquette leading the yardage battle here by a good bit. Now 4th and 20, it really all comes down to this. We're going to go for his man, and Johnson could not get back to the ball. And we've seen that a bunch this season. I should have just, again, let the CPU do its thing. That's Eldridge Massington, a huge hit to keep the game alive. As UCLA will hurry back, 41 seconds left, and they're going to go for another spike. Death taxes, Marquette giving up a conversion on 4th and very long. Now 2nd and 10, 40 seconds remaining. And Willard has a couple guys downfield, and that's going to be Carter at the side of the end zone. Looked like he did get a foot in, and a big strike from Willard. We'll get another look, and so deflating giving up these big hits. And you can't really tell there if he got the foot in, but we'll trust the refs as UCLA ties it up for now. Man, we have had such a tough time closing out games. Like 4th and 20, how do you not bring it home? Now Marquette from the 25. Walker out there empty with 5 receivers on the field. Go to the sideline there for Scott and Walkport. Another catch as he'll eat up 10 that time. Marquette probably has to go like 30, 40 yards to get into field goal range. Need a couple quick hits. Going to try Thad Archibald, and he can't hang on. 2nd down, 26 seconds. Walker again out there empty. Just going to go heavy pass here. And he has Thad Archibald over the middle of the field. We're going to take a timeout. Archibald works to the 47, I believe. Now in a spot where we probably need like 25 more yards. 21 seconds remaining. Walker back to pass. And he has a man that's Sam Manning just underneath. As we will call a 2nd timeout. 15 seconds remaining. And still need like 15 to 20 yards here. 2nd and 4 from the 41. Walker again to pass. And nothing open. He does break a tackle. I hit the wrong button. We had A downfield. Oh my goodness. That play was something. That was not what I expected. Panic there. Hit the wrong button. And now it's going to come down to the final play here before overtime. 3rd and 4. 6 seconds remaining. I don't imagine we can get a quick pass off to get into field goal range. We'll go for Archibald. He's brought down. We call a timeout. 9 yards, and that'll bring us up to the 32. So 49-yard field goal. We're not making that. So one last ditch at the end zone. Walker now at 200 yards has been very good in the second half of this football game. If we can get Graham in the end zone to win it here, that would be something. Walker takes the snap. We're going to go for Pinson. And I thought we had him, but good close on the ball from Tyler Foreman, the All-American safety. So 4 quarters of play, not going to do it here from the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl. Tied up 24-24, a little late collapse there from the Golden Eagles. As we do win the coin toss here in overtime, and of course we're going to go on defense to start. Only the 3rd overtime game in this series, the other 2 each coming against Louisville. 1 for 1, as UCLA will start with the option. As Willard takes that inside the 10. Poor run discipline that time. 1st and goal now, UCLA from the 7. We go with a quick pass. A screen there for Massington, brought down short of the goal line. Bobby Price, a good tackle. 2nd and goal now from the 2. I'm going to go back to the option. They're going to pitch it back for Perkins. And he's going to cross the plane. I thought Pellin was going to force him out at the sideline, but Perkins gets the ball across. And the Bruins score a touchdown. That was a very close one. I don't even know if the ball crossed the plane there, but we'll go with that. Man, so Jeff Harris being stopped on that 4th down earlier, proving to be the difference in this game. It's always those little plays that totally change the outcome. And now Walker to pass. And just barely gets that off to avoid the sack. We had Childress open, but this defensive front really coming alive here. 2nd down after the incompletion to go for Craig Jones. And Craig Jones is going to be ripped down by a face mask, and that's going to be a 1st down. Kylie Fitz on the penalty now. 1st and 10 from the 10-yard line. And Walker will take the snap. He'll pass. And there's Doug Childress open as he makes the grab. 2nd and inches now from the 1-yard line, just short of a touchdown. Good job there from Childress to beat the press. And now let's see if Dusty Alexander can barge this one in, as he does. And we are even now after 1 frame here in overtime. And we will get the ball back again. Let's see if we can answer with another touchdown. Now 31-31 after 1 frame of overtime. Now in double OT, we'll start with a give here for Craig Jones. He'll bust it to the outside, has some good blocking as he works it up the sideline. And another big late game run from Craig Jones, working that one inside the 5. 1st and goal, I think that one for 20. A nice quick rip there from CJ to get us in striking distance. Now we'll go a give here for Dusty Alexander. And he works it ahead for 5, just short of the plane. One more run and we're probably in there. Also, are there any uniforms cleaner than UCLA's? I really do not think so. Now Michael James into the game, 2nd and goal. And he'll pound it in as Marquette takes the lead. So a stop here on defense, you win the game. Now UCLA back out there trailing by 7, 38-31. A touchdown on their opening drive here in overtime. They're going to go for another screen. And it looks like this time it's going to work a little bit better than it was before, as Kevin Davis sits back, brings him down. Now 1st and goal. The Bruins strike quickly again. The Bruins from the 10. And they go with the screen. Williamson gets a hand in there. And I don't know why they keep going back to that play. Now 2nd and goal. Willard to pass. Go for the end zone. Has a man wide open. That's Thomas Duarte, the tight end, as he leaps ahead for the touchdown grab. A good catch there in the corner of the end zone. And good touch on that pass from Willard. We're all knotted up again and headed for triple overtime. The Bruins offense now back out there, and this is where you got to start going for 2-point conversions. Triple OT thriller here in the Kraft Fight Hunger Bowl. Willard to pass. And there's Rob Bain again reading the screen and rips him down for a loss of 3. Perhaps Rob Bain's best performance, and he saved it for his finale. Now 2nd and 13. And they'll go back to the run as Clay Diamond, a big play off the edge to rip Paul Perkins down. Now 3rd and 13. We need to stop in this spot. Willard now from the shotgun. I'm on the edge of my seat here, folks. Really need to stop. Willard pass over the middle for Duarte. And it's going to be a 4th and inches. I would assume they go for it, but we'll see. A 4th and inches from the 15. A big stop there from Price. And UCLA going to send out the field goal unit. Kick is up. That one is good, as they do take the 41-38 lead, but a touchdown here from the Golden Eagles, and they take the game. 25 yards standing between Marquette and their first ever bowl victory. They will start Craig Jones here on this set, as Jones will pick up 4 up the middle. Marquette at 378 total yards, UCLA at 304. 2nd and 6 now. We're going to audible to a run. Feel a little more comfortable with that in this spot. Dusty Alexander, the lone back, as he does get to give a nice hole up the middle, and he'll get the 1st down across the 15. 24 first downs for the Golden Eagles, probably the most we've ever had in a game. Now 1st and 10 from the 14. I'll go back to Craig Jones, try to work that to the right, but couldn't get going. No gain. 2nd and 10, Jones still out there, as he'll get the carry, tries to spin, had some space, but the defenders closed in. Now 3rd and 9. Big play here for the Golden Eagles. I think, you want to go for the win in this spot, especially seeing as how a touchdown would complete that. We're going to send him Walkport on a slant, and it works out. 1st and goal, and we're just 3 yards away now from a victory. Good hot route there to put Walkport on the slant, and that one was for you, Joka. And now Michael James onto the field with 3 tight ends and a fullback. First and goal, they'll give to Michael James, and he gets nothing going. Second and goal, UCLA with a little lighter box this time. We'll go back to Alexander. He takes it in for the touchdown, and Alexander walks it off here for the Golden Eagles. A triple overtime thriller that we probably should have secured earlier, but we'll take a win nonetheless. Finally, the Marquette Golden Eagles win a bowl game. And last year I said when we saw Penn State celebrating in the confetti, I said that was going to be us next year, and we completed the task. Now a 9-4 season, our biggest win total thus far. We secure a bowl win in a triple overtime thriller. As I said, what a game. I had some doubts earlier, but you just stay with it. You got to keep the mental toughness going, keep the positive attitude, and good things will happen. Marquette 9-4. Lance Leipold emerging as one of the best head coaches, one of the best recruiters, one of the best program builders here in all of college football. Alexander, 28 carries for 115 yards, a game-winning touchdown. And there's Greg Walker, the sophomore quarterback. He'll be back for at least one more season. And this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. I was going to get into some more, happenings around the nation, but seeing as how this game kind of exceeded the time I was expecting, I'll call it short. We'll pick it up next episode in the offseason. We'll start with player statistic, award winners, All-Americans, and all the formalities before we get into the year 4 offseason, which I'm very, very excited for. This program continues to build and develop, and just bigger things on the horizon. We're at 15, and hopefully we finish as a top 10 team this season. But as always, everybody, it's been real, and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.